Roundtable. I'm Ed Codi. To my right, the Swami George Abraham. To my left, the Tiger Albert Campman. Let's go to Spotlight Basketball Honors as the season ends. For girls, junior Nina Shaw and senior Madeline Boyer of Knock were named the Butler Eagle Girls Basketball Co-Player of the Year. Shaw averaged 13 points and 5 rebounds per game. Boyer 14.8 points per game and 8.2 rebounds. She also went over 1,000 career points. She is headed to Penn State Barron. They led the Lady Knights to a great season, section champs, and WPL and state playoffs. Karn City girls coach Chris Andrasi named Coach of the Year by the Butler Eagle, 22-4, and the first section title in 50 years. For the boys, Butler's Devin Carney named the Butler Eagle Boys Player of the Year for the second straight year. He averaged 25.3 points per game, 2,071 is his career, second only to Ethan Morton. He's headed to Elon Division I basketball.
Knock or Karn City?
Karn City girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it.
Did I say Knock?
No, I didn't know. I was listening.
Okay.
See, I wanted to make sure I didn't hear it wrong.
That'd be my first mistake.
No, I mean, you're allowed one in 15 years. I mean,
A.J. Mata of Slippery Rock High School named Boys Coach of the Year by the Eagle. First two seasons, they struggled. This year, he brought them to 13-10, took them to the playoffs.
Al saw him, thought he did a good job.
He did a very good job.
You like coaches to start off, they struggle first year or two.
Yeah.
Then you see them build that. We always say that crucial third year, he got them over the hump.
Yes, he did.
And in swimming, Butler grad David Bocci at Clarion University, he was named the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference Men's Swimming Freshman of the Year. Quite an honor when you consider, there are 14 schools there?
Yeah, a lot of schools.
Let's go to our stories of the week. PIAA Basketball Championship games in the boys, 6A Roman Catholic 77, Archbishop Wood 65, and 5A Imhotep Charter 54, Newcastle 39. Michael Wells of the Canes had 19 points. The Canes finished 27-3. Great year from them. Imhotep, guys, they lose just 3 seniors. They're number 12 ranked team in the country. It's their 8th title since 2009 under Coach Andre Noble. I watched the game. They're very disciplined. They did a very good job of handling the ball. They say a lot about, their size up front. I don't think they get enough credit for their discipline, how well they handle the ball, and how well they play. They're well coached.
Yeah, you had pretty good coaching with the best players around. You're going to win championships. And I don't care how many they have back. They would have 5 new players anyway, so it doesn't make a difference.
Right.
So, just when you say that, they're just loaded. I mean, there's nobody beating them. That was a great game by Newcastle to stay within 15 points.
Yeah. And Wells was just kept the Canes in there when they had a chance. They were down 11-0 there from the get-go.
It's ironic, too. They were talking about how unimportant the state playoffs are. Numa Goretti on their prospectus that you get for they never once mentioned the state tournament. They mentioned their Catholic League titles, public league titles, or whatever. They never once. There's no mention of the state tournament in their prospectus.
And you look at Imhotep's schedule. They played IMG Academy. They played another powerhouse out of Georgia, someone out of Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
The last game they lost was to, I don't even know the team, Abraham Lincoln of the public schools in Philadelphia. That's the last game they lost in January.
That's why you don't look at the records. You never, when you go in and say, "Wow,
right? They got 6 losses.
How they have 7 losses?
Yeah.
You don't even think about looking at it.
They beat Roman, right?
They're so much
beat Roman
better
by 15. Roman's a 6A champ.
And in boys 4A, Newman Goretti 93, Quaker Valley 68. The first loss of the year for Quaker Valley. They finished 27-1.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen to that score. And you're wondering why people are complaining about and nothing can be done. I heard Eddie talking ahead of time.
Yeah, they're complaining.
Yeah, there's nothing that can be done. It's just
out of the 12 state games, championships, only 2 were won by the public schools. So this clamoring and noise to separate the publics from the Catholic and the private schools is going nowhere, because you have to change. Under current state law, it's the way it is. You'd have to change that. So you'd have a huge legal battle ahead.
Well, don't forget.
And you think the PIAA wants part of that legal battle, George?
No, and the charters are public schools, so they have no clue even where to start.
Yeah, it would be a legal
It's just wrong. We just know it's wrong, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Now, when Mask is down there, the dude from Char Valley goes down there, and Ralph goes down there. They're not a coach.
No.
Yeah. And I hear drastic comments like, oh, we play, the Catholics we're going to forfeit the game. Why would you do that with your kids? Your kids want to play.
Yeah,
I
it's
think they want to
impossible.
play. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No,
Oh,
the
they do
Kids
wanna
want to play.
Yeah.
So to say we're going to forfeit as a form of protest, to me, is sending the kids the wrong message. That's my opinion.
Yeah, Char Valley is one of the best girls teams to come out of this area.
Yeah, we're going to get to
And
that.
they don't even have a chance.
Not a chance.
No,
Hey.
that's the part I can't grasp. That what I look at it the other way. What do they get out of this?
Yeah.
Like,
I
the
agree.
coach thinks, wait a minute, they're playing Quaker Valley. You said they're coming to 27-0, and the kids laugh. The kids laugh. It's
You
like,
got number 10. They don't have.
that's what I'm saying.
And boys 3A, the Bond Prep 76, Aliquippa 58. You know, this was a good game. Second quarter, 34-34, and then Prep went on a 25-0 run from the second quarter into the third to build up a 59-34 lead before winning. They finished with the championship 20-8. Aliquippa drops to 21-8.
It's a new school, so you know what's coming.
Yeah, they've only been existing for 4 years.
Right.
They're gonna win 10 straight championships. No, I'm not kidding.
Well, they'll push them up.
No, until they put them up, they can't beat Newman Goretti or one of those teams. Yes.
And in boys 2A, Olsh 92, Constitution 71, back-to-back undefeated seasons in WPL and state titles, 68 straight wins. And the only other team to do this, back-to-back undefeated seasons and state titles, was Darby Colwyn in 62-63.
Yeah, I have really mixed feelings on this one because I know what the kid did to the coach.
Yeah.
When I see him playing in the
Threw
game,
his shirt at the coach.
no, hung it over his head.
Head.
And I'm thinking he's the leading scorer in the school's history. He's gonna. I don't care what he did.
Was
what
there
he's
any
done.
discipline at all?
He sat out 2 games with an ankle injury. They said, but I think they were playing us three and Matt, the producer. So he sat him out in those games. I saw it with my own eyes. Like I wouldn't believe it happened. Somebody videoed
So he
it.
disrespected the coach right on the court in front of the fans.
everybody. Yes.
That's a shame.
It is. I don't understand it. Winning does not take that, ever takes that over.
You think the Diocese of Pittsburgh would have a say-so and there's some type of discipline involved, but
They wanna win, too.
evidently they I guess they want to win
Yes,
too. You're right.
yes.
And boys 1A, Bishop Canevin 64, St. John Newman 47. Bishop Canevin finishes 25-4, and the WPL the boys were 2-3 in championship games.
Hey, you know, Al said how good they were all year. When they get down to Hershey and dominate from here,
Right.
you know how good they were.
I said all year they would win one. I'm talking in WPL.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, and 5 for sure. Those are 4 that would win.
And
I'm not sure about 4 and 6.
Well, they didn't give Fox Chapel and North Hills all they could.
Oh no,
handle.
they already did. Yeah, they played one
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
And
You see,
all their losses were the 5 and
Yes,
6
The
8
kid
teams.
from Quaker Valley saw him in Kentucky Saturday.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I saw pictures.
Wow, Kentucky.
Yeah, well, after he lost St. Peter's, maybe he's going.
That's
to
something, huh? That's
maybe
amazing.
He's going to New.
I didn't know he was that good.
Well, I didn't. Well, they did. They passed on Shoeboy the first time. That's what surprised.
That's
me.
interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, girls final 6A, Plymouth White Marsh wins their first state title, defeating Mount Lebanon 60-40. Mount Lebanon finishes 27-2. I didn't see this kind of. I'm not shocked that Plymouth White Marsh won. I'm shocked at how they dominated the game.
I watched that, and it was true domination. Like they had 4.5 better players than Mount Lebanon. Like it was
The
just
one.
the Connor girls is good for Mount Lebanon. But other than that,
Yeah.
it was just a mismatch.
This guy told me from down there. He
Mismatch.
said, "As good as those other girls' teams are, wait till you see Plymouth and their Republic."
And in 5A, for the second year in a row, Cardinal O'Hara pummeled Chartiers Valley. Last year, they beat him 51-27 in the state championship. This year, they beat him 42-19, the lowest point total in a PIAA girls championship game. O'Hara 16-15 they finished, but 9 of their games they lost due to an ineligible player. Char Valley finishes 28-3.
Now, when I tell you, I called him. I don't watch girls basketball that often. I've never seen a team that good.
Yeah. So really,
They were long. They could defend. The guy
they
at
were
Char
big.
Valley's he's not his
Won a
first
million
rodeo.
games.
Right.
He tried to come out in a matchup zone, did a great job, kept it close at halftime.
They couldn't get a
But
rebound.
when you only score 19, who you beat?
They couldn't get a second shot.
No.
Couldn't get a rebound.
What's interesting is they got 2.5 legitimate Division I players. Char Valley, I'm
Char
talking
Valley.
about, and that's how good this team is.
So Cardinal O'Hara, they're actually 25-6, but they lost
right.
those 9 games, ineligible player. That's the way it is. And in 4A, Archbishop Wood 57, Lansdale Catholic 45. In 3A, Newman Goretti 55, Freedom 49. Good game for Freedom.
Give
The
Freedom
first
credit for that
appearance,
one.
Yeah.
absolutely, in a championship
They
game.
did well, those
They
girls.
finished 22 and
Yeah,
6.
they did well.
And at 2A, Neshannock 62, Southern Columbia 56. Their first state gold medal and title for the Lancers. 28 and 2. Marin Haggerty had 23 points, a win number 714 for Coach Luann Grabowski.
It's a lot of wins. I knew in the summer the teams around here that were going to be really good.
Yeah.
And the girls team they had mentioned over and over was Neshannock.
You know what's
and,
funny?
And they backed it up.
This is how long Luann's been at this. She was at our camp, Al and me, the day Len Bias died. Because she come in, she told us, she goes, Lenny Bias. We said, what are you talking about, Lou? That was how long ago it's been.
And in 1A girls, Northumberland Christian 56, Kennedy Catholic 54. So overall, it ends up 3 and 6 for WPL teams, but only 2 public schools win titles.
A lot of WPL teams went down there this year, though. There was a lot,
Yeah,
lot of representatives. yes.
Total 9.
One of your buddies
Went down.
sent me something about WPL and District 12. They were all but a couple. It was either Whitfield, Philly, or Suburban Philly. Of course, there's not, when you think about it, what's left.
So there's noise is going to continue about the non-boundary schools, but I don't think anything's going to happen. Not when you have you'd have to change the current Pennsylvania laws. There's a huge legal battles ahead. I'm not sure if you listen to the executive director of the PIAA, he doesn't seem like he has any interest in a legal battle.
Well, he just doesn't get it, though. That's what he should say. Just say that, but don't say get better coaching.
Game plan.
Right,
solid grades.
Game plan.
You understand?
He should just say, look, here, the way the law exists, there's nothing we can do about
That's what
it.
he should have stopped right there.
Stop
Don't
right
say
there.
anything else.
Don't say coach
Yeah,
better.
don't say-
You know
Because
what's
these are
ironic, though?
outstanding
Tennessee
coaches.
separates them, so it can be done.
It can be done, but it will be a huge legal battle.
What Treadell get in? I told you guys.
Well,
Years
and,
ago.
and then again, we said before, you look at the number of Catholic school grads in the city of Pittsburgh who are lawyers, and the same thing in Philadelphia.
Oh, no, never.
You know they're going to go to battle for these schools
Absolutely.
over it. Huge mess
And
ahead.
as I said before, charters are public.
Yes.
So that doesn't stop that.
I'll end by saying this. I don't know what the answer is right now. All right, let's go on to March Madness. The men's Final Four to be North Carolina against Duke. You know, this is the first time they will ever meet in March Madness. Duke by 3.5. Villanova versus Kansas. Kansas by 4. You know, I hear all this talk about the coaches, but not much, in my opinion, respect to Jay Wright and what he's done at Villanova. 3 Final Fours in the last 6 years. You don't hear him talked about. I think he's as good as coach as there is.
In my deep circles of basketball coaches, he is. I
Yeah.
mean, he is the most fundamentally sound of the bunch, no question about it. Gets a couple blue bloods, but doesn't get the ones that Duke, Kansas, and North Carolina gets. Yeah, no, he's a tremendous coach, and they truly have a way of playing that is different from everybody else.
Best foul shooting team in the
That
country.
means a lot, too.
But now they lost their second leading scorer
that
and
hurts,
guard,
yes.
Justin Moore. He's out, so that means that Caleb Daniels and Colin Gillespie, they have to pick up the slack.
Yeah, Daniels is going to have to come in and play full minutes now. He's capable. He's a really talented kid. George makes a good point. There's a lot of timeouts for TV timeouts.
Yeah, every 4 minutes. It's not like,
Yeah.
I don't think fatigue's the issue, but Al said, like, if someone's not playing well,
Yeah, you can't take
Can't
him out.
plug 'em in.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because Jay Wright's really good at that. Like,
Yeah.
yes, he knows his 7 guys or 6 guys. If he's not playing good tonight, I'll play him. Now he can't make that
and
change.
he plays off at 2 feet.
And
Yeah, he does.
Kansas 76, Miami
Yeah.
50. The 4th Final Four appearance in 19 years for Bill Self, another outstanding coach. North Carolina ends the dream season for St. Peter's 69-49. You know, just a great job by St. Peter's and Shaheen Holloway, who's been rumored to go on to where Seton Hall.
He'll be there.
Now,
10 times the salary.
first time ever a 15th seed won in the Elite Eight, and what's their budget? $400,000 or something like that, $1 million.
Yeah, it's not even.
Let me say this: in their game against Purdue, I was watching that game, and I'm thinking, Purdue got away with the things that they did best, like Jaden Ivey quit driving the ball. They quit penetrating, dishing off to their big guys. And I thought maybe he could have gone to a zone against the quicker guards at St. Peter's. Did Chris Painter, did he just freeze up in this game?
No, there's no coaching goes on defensively. I say it all the time. I'll give Coach K credit. He went to zone twice.
Yeah.
And changed the game a
At
little
least
bit.
change the pace.
Everybody just plays man to man. That's all they play. And when you say that's all they play, I'll take the loss. So Purdue goes home again. With
I just wonder why he wouldn't have said to Jaden Ivey and the guards, "You got to drive. We got our big guys on either side of the basket. Make something happen." They just seemed content in launching threes and played into St. Peter's way of playing.
Yeah, St. Peter's is a prime example of what in college basketball. The big guys are gone. All the great big guys are in the pros. you know, they leave after 1 year.
Think about it. As
So-
the big guys, if they are good, they don't stay.
And the other thing is this: you're going to see more teams like St. Peter's in coming years because one, a lot of the one and dones, it's not as prevalent as
Exactly.
it used to be.
Yeah,
The
no doubt.
transfer portals, teams growing older together. Look, he even substituted 5-on-5 at one particular point, which you hardly ever see.
Yeah, you couldn't say it any better. That's a harbinger of what's going to happen. There's going to be some team that has transfers and older guys. They're going to get there all the time. You want past Kansas so fast. Everybody said the Big 8 was, or the Big 12 was the toughest conference this year, and Baylor proved it last year. Run roughshod. Kansas is doing the same thing.
One
You
number
play all
one
those,
seed
You
make
play
it.
all those teams during the year right down the line.
West Virginia was last.
Yeah.
And
it's a murderer's row
This is
schedule.
supposed to be a bad year for the ACC. They were 13-3 in March Madness.
Yeah, but they only had a couple teams in there. See, that's their best teams were in. Their Wake Forest could have been in.
Yeah.
And Clemson, there's other teams could have got
Wake
in,
Forest
would have lost.
Could have gotten in.
But yes.
But still.
No, they were
pretty
wrong.
good record.
You never put the
Yeah.
ACC down. That'd be
Yeah.
stupid for me to ever say that.
Now, Duke Coach K's 13th Final Four. He's going for his 6th title. His Final Four is 13th. He passes John Wooden in Final Fours. Let me just say this. I was interested in the comparison because I hear maybe how quick they forget about Wooden. Calling Coach K, I'm not saying he's one of the greatest
Right.
of all time, but it took him 47 years to get those 13 Final Fours. Wooden had 12 and 13 years span. I was stunned. 7 straight titles, but what I didn't know, 38 straight March Madness wins for John Wooden at UCLA, and of course the 88 straight 8-13 win percentage.
Yeah, I'm a proponent, big time. Probably more than anybody in the United States of it's a player's game. I truly believe it is. And John, I think Wooden's the greatest coach, but he had Alcindor and Walton for eight of those.
And so many other guys.
And
that-
his weak team was Sidney
Hey,
Wilson.
it was a 16
Yeah,
team
good.
tournament.
Yeah, it was different then.
Yeah.
It was different.
Played in the West the whole time.
Well, hey, that's the way
But I'm
it
saying
is.
I know how great a coach he was.
Oh,
I know,
yeah, you'd be dumb. Now, if you say
You
he's not a
can't-
great coach, you'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just saying
You can't compare
that
it.
period of dominance was unbelievable, and he beat some really good teams in that span.
Oh, yeah,
North
no question.
Carolina,
Great teams.
Villanova, Houston.
And when you got to the
Purdue,
Final
great
Four-
teams.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, when you got to the Final Four.
Artis
that's
Gilmore,
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Duke, North Carolina. The winner will be,
Duke,
Duke.
and Villanova, Kansas. The winner will be
Kansas.
Kansas in the championship game.
Kansas, I've said
I'm
it all
taking
along.
Kansas.
I'll be rooting for Duke just because I know Bill Self cheats. That's
All right. Hey, let's go to the women's final.
They're still
four.
trying to get him, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're still trying to get Bill Self. He's
They'll
one
bring
step ahead
Snoop
of
Dogg to
He's one
Midnight
step-
Madness and just laugh.
Hey, the women's Final Four, in my opinion, the best game in all the tournament, men and women, was UConn beating North Carolina State 91-87 in double overtime. Paige Beckers, what a game she had. Just 5 points in the first half. She put the team on her back in the second half. I don't think she missed the foul shot, did she? Towards the end. She ends up with 28 points, but great shooting from North Carolina State. Brown with a couple key three. It was just a fabulous game.
George and I need to put a clinic on. And all we'll say is the heading will say foul. I don't understand when you're up 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
you let
Foul
them
before they get the shot
Shot
off.
off. They didn't do it.
There's not one of us can make a three,
I-
and every kid. Guess what they practice every day?
Right.
They shoot threes every day.
And you knew when that timeout North Carolina State was setting up
Yeah, he
the
said
three.
put 'em
And
flat.
there's a guy who's won a number. Gino
No.
didn't tell his team to foul.
no, none of them do, and it drives me
It-
nuts.
it's
And then they go
75.
like this.
It's 75
They go like
72.
that, like it's a surprise
Yeah,
they made
surprised.
it.
Yeah. Well, look at them. 75-72 with 6 seconds left.
You foul.
Foul. It's
Absolutely.
really
Here's the other-
simple.
But here's the other thing. We were talking about this the other day. We had a college coach on. They're down 9 with a minute, which means any mathematics you do, you need the ball 3 times. You can't let 20 seconds go off the shot clock.
And
They don't do that.
we saw that before, and we were doing the Butler Seneca Valley game. Seneca Valley up by 3. Butler with 7 or 8 seconds left, and we said you get a foul, Nate Snodgrass by midcourt. We let him come by. He launched the 3, sent it into overtime. Butler won.
You think Snodgrass has hit that shot before in his life?
Now, what? No, he got the
That's
foul.
the
They
part.
fouled him. See, he saw their hands, so he separated their hands. They had the right idea, but they didn't get them quickly.
And then George adds this to it all the time. We have good referee friends.
Yeah, they're
Guess
always-
what the referees are? They hear it all the time in the huddle.
don't
Yeah.
foul. They're
So
wide
they
open.
they back off the shooter too. So then they let them have an easier shot.
Yeah, they do.
All right, here we go. We have South Carolina versus Louisville and Stanford versus UConn. Who do you like? I like South Carolina in that game.
Well, they played in UConn together. They actually make it.
yeah, they're playing. I don't think they don't play it.
No,
in
but
UConn.
they did. But I'm saying last night the ones were
It was a home game.
Yeah,
Right.
And there were 2.
I don't.
I like to
understand.
question that one.
Yeah.
I really would. I know it has to be money related. They have to have they want a bigger crowd because there's no way that should ever happen in Pennsylvania basketball, biddy basketball, college basketball.
No.
The number 1 seed should get the home floor. I like
Yes.
the 2 favorites. I like South Carolina and Stanford.
I like Stanford to win it all.
I'll take South
Being
Carolina.
interested.
Yeah, I would
Hey,
say.
National Hockey League, after losing 5-1 to the Rangers, the Pens explode for an 11-2 win over Detroit. Malcolm with a hat trick and an assist. The Pens second place, 40-17-10, the 3 points behind Carolina. We have a month to go in the season. It ends April the 29th.
Another month?
One more month. April 20th.
Jeez,
Where have you
man.
been over the
Another.
hockey
So that means
Albert.
we're going to be in July playing hockey and NBA basketball.
Football ends in February. NBA ends in June. Hockey
July.
ends in
It's
June.
amazing.
It's just the
NBA
way it
playoffs
is.
start in 2 weeks. That's bad enough. They have a 10-9, 8-7 play.
You know, those days when the hockey ended when we were kids, like it was over in March. Football was over
it was
in
supposed to be.
December.
It's supposed to
Basketball
be.
was over in May. Everything goes on. It's year
I'm
round
such an old
anymore.
Eddie.
I agree
I'm
with
such
you.
an old dinosaur. Who wants to watch hockey? Unless you're a big fan. Now, like Matt's a gigantic fan.
All hockey
they could
is
play in August and he'd watch the
that
game.
doesn't-
But I'm just saying,
but
there's no reason to play hockey
I'll
in June.
agree with this. But if the Pens are out of it, my interest wanes.
That's a good way to
My
say it.
interest is
it's
gone.
it's a niche sport. It
It's
really
a
is.
regional sport.
Yes,
not-
that's the word.
All
Regional.
hockey is local.
It's same.
Regional's a good way to say it.
That's what it is. But the problem is, these guys now they're starting to make the kind of money you can't pay them in 40 games.
Well,
Don't forget they have to have revenue to pay these guys. They have to have
No,
TV games.
I know how
to
they
pay
do
them.
it.
Right.
I know the
And-
reason,
and-
but I don't
and-
like
Oh,
it.
I know.
and what you're saying about the money Major League Baseball, we've said should take a look. And let's go to Major League Baseball. Let me ask you something. Does Rob Manfred and company, did they stay up at night looking for more ways to ruin Major League Baseball? The Ghost Runner's back for extra innings. Remember last year, Tony La Russa didn't even know what was going on. They're playing
Campman
some-
doesn't either.
Wait, Tony La Russa saw the other team's runner on extra innings, and he was going,
I can't
well,
stand.
how did he get
I
out there?
can't stand
He
for
didn't
this.
even know the rule or understand it. Had to be hard. The universal DH is back. Here's the game. The game that I once
Slow
loved.
pitch softball. That's what it
It's
is.
slow, tedious,
It is-
and boring.
No, it's slow pitch softball. That's what it is. Let's hit a home run, or let's hit that up. Put 13 pitchers in the game. It's unbelievable.
And
what they've
let
done.
me ask you that. Not so much him, but between the two of us, huge Pirate fans. Let me ask:
I'm not-
how
I'm
can
not the same Pirate fan
how can
wise.
anyone be a loyal Pirate fan when they're playing hardball with their best player
only
Kevin
player they have, yeah.
with Reynolds?
Yeah.
$600,000.
$600,000
It's not
a
60
part.
million. If it was 60 million, I could see fighting them.
And they won't even discuss a long-term contract with their best player.
Well,
so
he's gone.
He's gonna be traded. He's gonna be traded.
Here's what if I'm his agent, here's what I say to him: take the $4.25 million, have a great year, and let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, that's what
Oh,
Let's-
he's
let's
barking.
go.
You ever see somebody's in prison? They
That
bark
is what
today.
they're saying.
That's what he's doing.
And the other thing, if you can't pay your best player or players a good salary to stay committed, then sell the team and let someone else do it.
We've been saying that for years.
He does some.
He's making so much money that he won't ever think about selling it. He's making so
for
much
his
money.
daughters. He said that.
Now the
Billions,
other,
right, George? Not millions, right?
Now
Billions.
this from manager Derek Shelton. You know,
Well,
David Bednar, best pitcher last year for them. And I thought, well, he's the bull of the bullpen. He's not going to be the closer. They're going by closer by committee. Why? Someone needs to explain
Well, here's the
that
thing.
to
He
me.
has no worries because he'll never be ahead. So it really doesn't matter. Let's be honest.
But the guy deserves it.
Absolutely.
I
The
mean,
kid
what he
deserves
did
it. No
last
question.
year.
Absolutely.
Is he, why wouldn't you
Tremendous.
say to him, now, if I'm Bednar, I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to pitch, but as soon as I get a chance, I'm out here and going to someplace
Well, he is
where I
going.
can
He
be
is
the
going.
closer.
They're all
He is
going.
It's so disappointing.
It really is.
Hey, come on, USFL, April 16th.
All
They
right.
open the season. The Pittsburgh Maulers, New Jersey Generals, coached by Mike Riley. Michigan Panthers, Jeff Fisher's back. Philadelphia Stars. Tampa Bay Bandits with Todd Haley.
Paul Newman, Reynolds, Long Shard.
Yeah.
What's Reynolds?
Burt Reynolds.
Is Burt
Burt
Reynolds
Reynolds.
coaching the team? I thought he might be coaching the team.
Hey, how about the Tampa Bay Bandits with Todd Haley? His secondary coach is Carnell Lake. His offensive line coach is Pat Perlis, the son of George
Steelers, huh?
Perlis. Houston
He asked,
Gamblers.
he asked AB.
Did he?
Yeah. I
Okay.
can't say what he told him.
Birmingham's all the 10 games all played in the 45,000 Alabama Birmingham College
Right.
field. The players get 45,000. The practice squad players get 15,000. Fox and NBC will broadcast the games. I'm going to watch.
You are going to watch. I was just going to ask that
Give it a
question.
shot.
I'm interested.
Once again, we talked about this. If they accept their role as a minor league,
Right.
Right.
they can function. If they start getting big dreams like when Trump was in there,
They wanted to ruin the NFL.
Exactly.
Not
Yeah, I
gonna
got to
happen.
admit, I won't be watching. So
I'm
I'll,
gonna watch.
I'll have to listen to you guys talk
Why
about
won't you
it.
watch?
What?
It's football.
Because it's baseball season. It's not for me.
Baseball.
No. I'm a big. I'm
hey,
still a
next
baseball
year
guy.
home fields.
I don't want to hear football in the
You know
spring.
that next
I don't
year
wanna
home
hear that.
fields.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you credit. You could sit there and not fall asleep watching baseball.
Oh no,
You-
I love baseball.
You get to
no,
block
I love
out
baseball.
4 hours out of the
I
day.
love baseball.
Hey, the NFL, the Rooney Rule has been tweaked, guys. NFL teams this year must employ a female coach and a racial minority as an offensive coach. That's a must. All 32 NFL teams must do that.
They should have done that a long time ago because
Yeah.
it was a fake rule before.
And I said it here before. A woman one day will be either first offensive coordinator
Oh, no
and a
question.
head coach. And the other thing they're discussing, the overtime rule, keep it as is. Let each team have a shot.
That's coming.
Another proposal is continue,
Some changes have to happen, right?
continue the game as it ends. In other words, if Tennessee's at the Steelers 45,
Gotcha.
35,
I like that.
and the game ends, they continue that
I like that.
process.
I heard the one go for two. If you score that way, there's an
Score-
option.
then that's it. Hey, that's for it. For us, we've run out of time.
Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home to the devices that need it most, and it gets better each day. Take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now.
Strong Comfort family. Do you have a leaking pipe, a toilet backing up? When you need a plumber, you want an honest, licensed professional. We're available 24/7. Our plumbing experts can handle any need or emergency, including trenchless sewer replacement. Armstrong Comfort Solutions and Matt Mertz Plumbing, two great local companies coming together to better serve Western PA.